So this is the fourth chapter of your mathematics NCERT book, and in this lecture we'll learn about the quadratic equation and how to find the roots of quadratic equation. So let's quickly revise what the quadratic equation actually is. So a quadratic equation in the variable x, a quadratic equation in the variable x is an equation of the form ax square plus bx plus c. That means the equation of this type, that is ax square plus bx plus c, this is known as the quadratic equation. And this is the factors, that means factors, or I may say that these are the coefficients of x square, x, and the last one is the constant term. So this is the coefficients, that is all, these are always constant, that is some number 3, 4, 5, 6, something like that. And this is the equation, ax square plus bx plus c. This type of equation is known as the quadratic equation. So let's quickly learn how to find the roots of the quadratic equation. So this is the quadratic equation. See, this is exercise 4.2 and this is the very first question. Find the roots of the quadratic equation by factorization. So we have many methods to find the roots of the particular quadratic equation, but in this particular question we'll use the method factorization. So factorization basically means it can be solved by splitting the middle term. So by splitting the middle term, we'll find the factors of that particular quadratic equation, and we can easily find the roots of that equation. For example, there is a example, x square minus 3x minus 10 is equals to 0. This is a quadratic equation. Now what we'll do, we'll simply split the middle term. That is this is 3x. See, this is 3x. Now we have to split this middle term. That means suppose here it is nothing but 1. The coefficient of x square is 1. And here the last term, that is the constant term, is minus 10. So we will not focus on this minus, just focus on the number. This is 1 and this is 10. So just multiply 1 into 10. 1 into 10 means 10, okay? And 5 twos are, we have to split this middle term. So what we'll do, we'll just multiply these two numbers, that is the first number and the second number, and after that, after multiplying, we'll get the answer 10. So 10 can be multiple of 5 and multiple of 2. So 5 twos are 10. Yes, 5 twos are 10, and 5 minus 2 is equals to 3. So we'll simply write 5 minus 2 at the place of this number 3. Okay, after basic simplification, for example, this is 3 and this is now 5 minus 2. Now we'll multiply this x and open this bracket. The using bracket in this particular step is important because here is minus sign. So be careful with this minus sign. To be careful with this minus sign, we have to use the bracket in this particular question. So if it is plus, if suppose it is not minus but plus, so you may use a bracket or you may not use bracket. But if it is a minus sign, you should definitely use bracket. So 5 minus 2, now multiply minus side inside, so we'll get minus 5x plus 2x and minus 10 is equals to 0. Now we'll make pairs of these two expression, and these two expression we'll take common x from these two expression, that is x and x minus 2, and from these two expression we'll find the common. So this is 2, number 2, that is 2. So now x minus 5 will be common from both these terms. So x minus 5 will common, and the x plus 2 will remain as a factor. So one factor is 1x minus 5 and another factor is x plus 2. So now x plus 2 is equals to 0 or x minus 5 is equals to 0. So the value of x is here minus 2. One value is minus 2, the value of x is minus 2, and another value of x is 5. So this is very simple question of quadratic equation. And another question is a little bit you may say that lengthy with comparison to that question. This is because here is a factor. Here is a fraction. This is 1 upon 8 and 1 upon 8 is a fraction. So how to solve this type of question? It is very simple also. You just have to multiply with this number 8 both sides of this equation. For example, this is number 8. So what you have to do, you have to multiply this number 8 from both sides, from left with left hand side and to the right hand side. So after multiplying with this number 8, see, this is multiplication of number 8 from in left hand side and also in right hand side. So after multiplying 8 2 ja 16 and 8x, and after multiplying with last quantity, this x which was in the denominator, it will be cancelled with this 8, so it will be 1. So and 0 into 8 means 0. Now this is the equation, this is the quadratic equation, and there is no fraction. Okay, there is no fraction. There was a fraction 1 upon 8, but we have multiplied with number 8 both sides, that is left hand side and right hand side. And now this is the simple equation as we had before, like x square minus 3x minus 10. This was a simple equation. Now this is also a simple equation, that is 16x square minus 8x plus 1 is equals to 0. Now how to split this middle term? So it is also simple. See, 16 into 1, 16 into 1, that means 16, 16 into 1, that means 16. So 16 is the factor of 4 into 4. 16 is the factor of 4. So and also here the middle number, that is middle term, is number 8. So we can write this 8 like 4 plus 4, 4 plus 4, and 4 4s are also 16. 4 4s are also 16. So after writing 8 as 4 plus 4, we'll multiply this minus symbol inwards the bracket. So this is minus 4x and minus 4x. After that, you will make a pair of this two expressions. You will make pair of these two expressions and these two expressions. So from this two expression, you'll find the common number, that is 4 and x. 4 and x also, because here it is x square and here it is number x. So here 4x will be common. What would remain here? So this is 4x minus 1. And from this two expression, you'll find the common number, that is common factor is minus 1. So minus 1 will be there, and this is bracket 4x minus 1. Now after taking common these two common factors, that is 4x minus 1, will remain with the factor 4x minus 1. So this is 4x minus 1, this is also 4x minus 1. So the answer will be 4x minus 1 is equals to 0, or 4x minus 1 is equals to 0. Then after simplification, this is minus 1. After transformation, after transfer here on right side, it will be positive number, and 4x is equals to 1. Now the value of x is 1 upon 4. 2 times 1 upon 4. 2 times 1 upon 4. Okay. Now it is a statement problem. There is a statement problem. Okay, listen carefully. I'm reading the question. John and Jivanti together have 54 marbles. John and Jivanti together have 45 marbles. So suppose that together they have 45 marbles. Okay. So suppose that John has X number of marbles. Suppose that John has X number of marbles and Jivanti has Y number of marbles. Together they have 45, total 45 marbles, right? So again, now let's read further. John and Jivanti together have 45 marbles. Both of them lost 5 marbles each. That means they have lost 5 marbles each. Each means now the number of marbles John have is X minus 5 because he lost 5 of his marbles. Okay, so now it is X minus 5. And Jivanti, she had Y marbles. Now she also lost her marbles, 5 of her marbles. So now she has X minus 5 marbles. Okay. Now both of them lost 5 marbles each. Okay, both of them has lost their marbles, 5 of them each. Now, and the product of the number of marbles and the product of number of marbles they now have is 124. That means after losing the marbles, the number of marbles that John have now is X minus 5 and the Jivanti has Y minus 5. So the product of these numbers, the product of these number means what? The X minus 5 and the Y minus 5. So the product of these number, that is X minus 5 and Y minus 5, is 124. Okay, so we would like to find out how many marbles they had to start with. How many marbles they had to start with. That means at the starting point, after losing that marbles, okay, before losing that marbles, okay, what was the number of marbles they both had, okay, at starting point? So firstly we had supposed that the number of marbles John had is X and the number of marbles Jivanti has is Y. Okay, so I think question is very clear. Now let us suppose, so we are solving this and we'll solve this by quadratic method. We'll form a quadratic equation and we'll solve that equation by the splitting the middle term method. So let us suppose that John has X marbles. Let us suppose that John has X marbles and Jivanti has Y marbles. Okay, so according to the given problem, total they had total 45 number of marbles. So the X plus Y will be what? 45. Okay, suppose this is equation number 1. Okay, now from this equation number 1, X plus Y is equals to 44 because together they had 45 marbles. Okay, so from equation 1, you can find that the value of Y is 45 minus X. The value of Y is 45 minus X. Both of them lost 5 marbles each. That means as per our question, it is written here that they lost 5 of their marbles. Okay, so both of them lost 5 marbles each. So after losing these 5 marbles, what would we get? Then according to the given problem, after losing these 5 marbles, now they lost their 5 marbles. So the John has marbles X minus 5 and Jivanti has Y minus 5. And as per our question, the product of their marbles is now 124. So as per our problem, the X minus 5 into, that means product. Okay, so X minus 5 into Y minus 5 is equals to 124. This is the product as per our statement which is given in the problem. So now the value of Y, after this we'll put the value of Y from equation number 1. So Y is equals to 45 minus X. So Y is equals to 45 minus X. You can see that, and minus 5. Okay, and after subtracting, this is 45 and this is 5. Okay, so you can subtract. So 45 minus 5 is 40. 40 minus x. X minus 5. 40 minus x is equals to 124. Now, after basic simplification, you can multiply this x with this factor. This is a factor. This is also a factor. We have to multiply both. So firstly, you will suppose this you will multiply this x by this factor. So this is x, and this is 40 minus x. This is minus 5. This is minus 5, and this is 40 minus x also is equals to 124. Now, after basic simplification, this is 40x, this is x square minus 4, 5 into 40 is minus 200, okay, minus plus 5x is equals to 124. Okay, now this is minus x square. We know that we always write polynomials or equation by an order. In that order, the highest degree comes first. So firstly, we have to write this x square. Okay, this is x square, and after this, see, this is 40x and this is 5x, so it will be 45x plus 45x. This is the term x square. This is the term 45x, and now this is minus 200. Okay, this is minus 200. After solving this minus 200 with this 124, you'll get 324, and minus x square plus 45x minus 324 is equals to 0. After taking common, or you can say that you are multiplying minus to both sides, both are same. So after multiplying minus sign with both sides, you'll get the answer. You'll get the equation x square minus 45x plus 324. Okay. Now we have to solve this equation, this particular quadratic equation, by splitting the middle term. So how we can solve this by splitting the middle term? See, this is 45. Okay, this is 45. So we have to consider the factors of 45, right? We have to consider we have to consider the factor of this 324. See, this is 324, and this one factor is, this is the factor 1. Okay, so it is 324. It is 324. Now we have to consider the factors of this 324. Okay, so see, to find the factor, I have solved this 324. First of all, this can be solved like this to find the factor. Okay, because basically to split the middle term, we must have the factors of that particular number, that is 324. So this is very easy method to find the factor. So first, here we have the factors 4, 9 and 9. 4, one is 4, another is 9, and the 9. So here 4 9s are 36, and another factor is or another multiple is 9. Okay, so 36 and 9, 36 and 9, and we have we can see that after adding this 35 and 9, we'll get the number 45. That is our middle term. See, this is our middle term. So we have to be a little bit careful. Okay, careful about how to choose the numbers. That is, how to choose the numbers that we can easily factorize this given equation. Okay, so this is 45. This is 45. This can also be write as 36 plus 9. 36 plus 9, that is 45. And after multiplying this 35 and 9, you will also get 324. 324. Okay. Now, this is, okay, I have written here. So 45 is 36 and 9. This is minus sign. This is minus sign. So be very careful with the minus sign. After multiplying this minus sign inside the bracket, you will get minus 36x minus 9x. And this is 324. This is 324 is equals to 0. Again, same method. Okay. So you'll get the common number x from these two terms. So this is x minus 36. This is 9 and this is 324. Okay. So after taking common, that is 9 minus 9, it will be x minus 36. Be a little bit careful about with the minus sign. Okay. And now we'll get the factor x minus 36 and x minus 9. So the answer is x is equals to 9 and 36. Okay. Because the value of x, see, the value of x is 9 and 36. There are two values. There must be two values because it is quadratic equation, right? So the values of x are 9 and 36. Suppose firstly we'll take this number 9. So if John's marble, that is number x, is 36. So suppose firstly the value of x is 36. After that we'll take 9 also because there are two values of x. Okay. So John's marble is 36. Suppose that Jivanti marbles will be y. The value of y. The value of y will be the Jivanti's marble. So this is 45 minus x, right? So this is number x. After that, put the value of x. This is 36. This is 36, and 45 minus 36 is 9. So the value of x, that is the number of marbles that John had at starting point, is 36, and Jivanti had marbles 9. Again, similarly, now we'll take the value of x as 9. So the value of x, that is John's marble. Okay, John's marble is 9, and Jivanti marble is again 45 minus x. We'll put the value of x, that is 9. 45 minus 9 is equals to 36. Hence the solution. Okay. See, in quadratic equation, we have majorly two methods. The one is to solve the quadratic equation, we have mainly two methods. One is splitting the middle term, and another is completing the square method. And after that, there is one more method which is known as quadratic formula method, but it is actually derived from this completing the square method. Okay, so it is nothing different from this. So mainly we can say that we have two methods to solve the quadratic equation. One is the splitting the middle term, and another is the completing the square method. Okay, and one is the quadratic formula method. We'll get back to that. So firstly, I have to teach you that completing the